This cat has now been fired, and I thought I'd jump straight into explaining how I fired it, and then in the end, of course, I'll share the results. So just to give a little recap, my original idea was to do a naked raku style firing where the smoke goes into the cracks, but then I kinda just went rogue with the combustibles, and I honestly just hoping for the best here. As for the firing process, I saw a lot of questions about how long I fired on the grill. The answer is it's gonna depend a little bit on what I'm doing, but this fire took about 2 hours to get ready, and then I let it go for 5 hours, so 7 hours in total. And in the end, when I was ready to let it burn down, I threw a little bit of extra rose petals and pine, and then I quickly closed the lid with the vent holes open, which is not what you would do in a traditional raku, but as I mentioned before, I wasn't only looking for smoke effects, I also wanted some fuming effect. And here we are, after it cooled for a day. This is how the sagger look on the outside. Clearly there has been some reactions, but I'm not gonna lie, I was really worried in the beginning that there was nothing inside the cracks because it all looked like white. So I was like, no, not again. What am I doing wrong here? But fret not, there's actually some cool stuff going on under there. It's worth having a look at. That coolness started appearing as soon as I started peeling the sagger. At first I noticed these beautiful smoke bubbles, but then they just kept getting more colorful. Clearly the turquoise and the red is the copper, which is so cool that we got an effect. And as I noticed them, I got a little impatient though, and I unfortunately broke off the tail, and I'm so frustrated for that. But circling back to the effects, I know this was a complete experimental piece, but I was still kind of expecting smoke to go in and wrap around all these like little galaxies that are just like now floating around. But I can totally see wanting to incorporate this style of effects into a piece in the future. So as a research piece, it's so useful and so successful, but I would absolutely love to hear what you think of this piece.